On today's Star Wars Legends lore video, we've got a fun story about Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia accidentally leaving the known galaxy. Hey guys, this is Eckhart Slatter. Hello and welcome to another Star Wars Legends lore video. As some of you may know, I recently purchased all of the old Marvel Star Wars comics. I thought it'd be fun if I highlighted some of the fun and weird stories that the Marvel comics contained. If you guys think that's a good idea and you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up, and I've got plenty of more content to get to. Today we're looking at Star Wars number 38 from May of 1980. The issue is called Riders in the Void and starts off with Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia running from the Empire in an old tanker ship. However, as they're about to jump away through light speed, a TIE fighter shoots them, damaging the ship's hyperdrive. Nonetheless, out of desperation, Luke jumps anyway. However, due to a malfunction in the ship's computer, the freighter jumps way too fast and way too far, leaving our heroes in the intergalactic void, the space between galaxies. Almost immediately, they see what looks like a star off in the distance, and suddenly a voice comes over the comm. They hear laughing, and out of nowhere, a gargantuan vessel of unknown origin appears. They're swallowed and brought to the inside of the spaceship, where they discover that everything is made out of organic technology. However, the air is breathable, so they depart their freighter. As they're walking, the two fall down a trap door, leading them to a different room. Luke is attacked by some sort of training droid, which seems to be testing him. It seems like at this point, the ship realizes that Luke and Leia are actually foreign intruders and tries to deposit them into the void of space. It becomes increasingly obvious that the ship is, in its own way, alive. And I don't mean simply using organic technology, but actually sentient itself. By the way, Luke tells his sister here that he loves her, but let's just continue. Seeing the compassion that the two have for each other, however, the ship stops trying to send them out into space and says, "Thank you for reminding me that people are capable of love." Our heroes walk to the ship's bridge, where we learn a little bit more about what happened. The ship says, "I was like you once before I came one with the ship, with the computer. There were at one point many ships like this one, and we made, what did we call it? Right, war." We then learn that the war was ended by some sort of super weapon, which only allowed the pilot of the ship to survive. The pilot then, and I quote, "fled. Someone had to survive, otherwise it all meant nothing. The plague could spread from planet to planet throughout my galaxy. I had to go beyond. Outside, the ship and I, riding through the void, we fused in time. The computer, the ship, and I, my consciousness, symbiotically linked to the organic, self-perpetuating control systems." During this explanation, a map pops up, and Luke and Leia realize that the ship is returning them to their galaxy. Exiting hyperspace, the organic ship dwarfs even an Imperial Star Destroyer. The Empire attacks, and although it doesn't immediately destroy the vessel, it does clearly do pain to the ship. In response, it drops what Luke calls antimatter pods, which quickly destroy the enemy TIE fighters and absolutely disintegrates the approaching Star Destroyer. The ship, which has during this time also repaired Luke and Leia's freighter, now allows the two to leave. Leia asks, "Well, why don't you stay? It's a big galaxy." The ship responds saying, "Your galaxy is too real, my friends. It reminds me of another, which I traveled light years to escape. I wish you well, but I see now I belong to the void." The ship prefers to stay alone in the emptiness of space than to potentially endure another genocide or war. So this is interesting. One, it tells us that the ship believes, and again the ship appears to be extraordinarily intelligent, that the Star Wars galaxy is headed for destruction. I mean, it would rather stay alone and play games and simulations with the ship than re-enter the world of the living. It also tells us that in at least one other galaxy there was a massive war with technologically advanced beings and almost total genocide. This does sound a lot like the events of the Kremlevian War, especially because the Yuuzhan Vong also used organic technology, but there's no way the Marvel writers intended this to be a Yuuzhan Vong ship. I mean, they didn't even know Luke and Leia were siblings, much less that the Yuuzhan Vong would eventually become a thing. That being said, it does make for some fun headcanon. What do you think though? Do you enjoy these old Marvel comics? Do you like the idea of visiting other galaxies? Let me know all of that and more down in the comment section. And again, if you want to see more content like this, make sure to give the video a like and maybe even share it with a friend. Anyway, thanks so much guys, this has been Eckhart's Ladder, may the force be with you.